Wipperfurth is you're gonna come back up to answer questions and speak. It's so important that we have folks leading this effort who have strong roots in the community, who come from the community, who can be involved to make sure that this comes off the way that we all know that it will in such a professional manner. And we're very fortunate that Bob Wipperfurth has stood up to help lead this effort. And I can't thank Bob enough. And Bob, if you'd like to step up and say a couple words.
Thank you.
Heidi, do you want to come up with
Sure.
I just wanted to recognize a few people here today. Members of the executive committee. David Fahey is the vice president. Kyle Meyer is the treasurer. And are there other members of the executive committee? If you could just raise your hands. Okay. So these volunteers that have agreed to serve, in addition to the 1,000+ volunteers that we will be needing to recruit to make the show a success, just keep in mind that people are giving back to their community in many different ways. So we appreciate the efforts of all the volunteers. I also want to recognize Lyle Updike, the town chairman from the Town of Sun Prairie. Dennis O'Laughlin, I don't believe is here today. He's the Dane County Supervisor District 22 for that area. As Joe mentioned, the show dates are August 25th, 26th, and 27th of 2015. And we're just extremely excited about this opportunity for Dane County from an economic standpoint as well as the educational aspect. That's one of the things that excites me the most is being able to educate the urban people and the rural people at the same time, because sometimes messages get mixed in all of this. So I think it's a great opportunity, and we're very excited about the work that we have before us. So with that, I'll turn it over to Heidi to see if you have any other words.
I think UW Extension in Dane County is really excited to be a part of this opportunity, and our whole office will be a part of this, as well as UW Extension from across the state will be a part of the educational opportunities as part of this event. So we're excited. We don't have, John Schutzke is part of UW Extension, and he's not able to be here today, but I know he is very excited about this event as well. So that's all.
Ron Schuler is the general manager of the show.
Yeah.
Ron, if you can stand, please. And Matt Bluen is the assistant general manager of the show.
General manager in training.
I heard general manager. Also want to point out that Pam Yonke is the chair of our communications and marketing. So if you have any questions, feel free to either contact her or myself. So with that, I guess that concludes my remarks, unless anyone else has any questions. Ron? Okay, go ahead, come on up.
This will be the 62nd show as far as Farm Technology Days. It was Farm Progress Days initially. It started back in 1954 for the first show in Waupaca County. And in 55, it stayed in Waupaca County because that was one of the first times it was the second show, but they stayed in the same county due to weather. And it was evolved from a plowing contest. The national plowing contest was in Augusta, Wisconsin in 1953. And I have a personal relationship with that plowing contest in 55. My brother won the plowing contest. I always say he got to go to the show and I had to stay home and do his chores. But nonetheless, my brother wanted to sit in the following year too. But it's moved around. I believe we've been in 38 different counties over the years. And this will be the third time that we've been in Dane County. And you'll see some pictures and so forth, displays over here from the 1970 show, when it was just down the road. In fact, I believe the Statzes have the land, or run the land. That the show was on. It's just up the road from one of their dairy facilities. And then it was in Windsor, right in Bob's backyard, I believe, in 1986 at the Rawls and Trinan Farm. So it's going on for a long time. We hope it continues to go. And we're one of the few shows that moves around and involves the community. One of the big things we'd like to see is not only economic impact, but also the community development in the county and developing leaders. It takes over 1,000 volunteers, up to nearly 1,500 volunteers, and it takes a management organization to manage those people. And so we hope they identify some people and train some people as far as leadership, and get some young folks on various county committees, town boards, and get young people involved. And I think this will be an opportunity for those people to develop. So we're happy that the Statz are willing to host the show, and that Dane County is willing to serve as the host county for the show. We thank everybody for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Joe Parisi had talked about leadership, and I just wanted to thank the county executive for your leadership in making this happen in Dane County. This wouldn't be possible without the backing of Dane County government, so we appreciate that. Also, the leadership of the Statz family for them stepping up to the plate and being willing to host this. We certainly appreciate that on everyone's behalf. So we can either answer questions now, or we can conclude. There's snacks in the back, and we can all be available for questions afterwards.
You guys got any questions so that you can hit it and roll? Go ahead, if you want.
I'm just curious what made this site stand out as ideal.
The site was kind of a culmination of a committee that I had appointed from the executive committee, and we sat down with staff from Dane County Extension Office, and we reviewed basically all the quadrants of Dane County, and we tried to identify potential farms and farmers that would be workable for this situation. So there was an initial 15 sites that we were looking at, and it was kind of a process of elimination. We did talk with some of the property owners that we had identified, and the Statz family farm just kind of surfaced on its own, and just the cream rose to the top, if you will. And I think we were looking for a number of factors. We were looking for transportation network because of the 40 to 60,000 people that will be attending the show. So the transportation network was important. The quality of the land. We wanted a working milking operation, and we wanted people that a host farm that were leaders in agriculture. So I think on many different levels, the Statz family farm just really rose to the occasion, and they were the clear choice for this event. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.